And I'm home. And I was almost positive that Mrs. Lambert? I didn't know he had company.
Rick, did you not? He didn't call you. Okay, there was a policeman. He said he was supposed to call you.
My phone's been dead, so.
I'm so sorry. You might want to sit down. I have some bad news to share. So this morning I was taking Tammy out for a walk, and this woman came up to me, and she asked, is Aunt Stevens home?
Cindy?
No, I don't think she knew her. And I said, no, she works a regular job, but I can tell her you stopped by when she gets home. And she said, oh, no, and patted Tammy and left. I didn't think much of it, but when Tammy and I got back from the walk, there was a policeman at your house.
Is Ann...
And he said, is this Aunt Stevens home? And I told him, yes, I'm her neighbor, and then I asked him if anything was wrong. So he said that there was a drive-by shooting downtown, and Ann was shot and killed. I gave him your phone number. He said he would call you. They're still looking for the shooter. I told him about the young lady. Rick, I didn't know. I thought she was just...
Where is she?
Parker's. They were really nice when Mike passed away. I'll be at my house if you need anything. I just came by to turn things off and make sure that everything was okay. Thanks. I'm so sorry, Rick.
She was a fine lady, Mr. Stevens.
She was. They made the ground look nice. I don't think I know you.
You don't. Anne did. I worked with her. I'm Eric Hansen.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Hansen.
I made you this green bean casserole. It's not much, but Mrs. Lambert, you said your cooking was...
Thanks for that.
You can walk back to your car if you want.
That's fine.
I really am very sorry for your loss, Mr. Stevens. She was great to work with. We had this case back in January when they hacked the pipeline. There was this college...
What?
The pipeline. She had to figure out...
What did that have to do with her work?
That fell into a line of work quite often.
I mean, I know they had stuff with the firm from time to time, but you never said anything about a pipeline.
Firm? Like a law firm?
Yeah, downtown.
She never worked at a law firm anywhere.
Sure she did. What do you mean?
I'm sorry, but you're wrong there.
What is this? My wife's back there lying under artificial grass, and you're telling me that I don't know where she worked? I ought to. I don't know if you're married, Mr. Hansen, but if we married people, we talk about everything. I mean, right before I left for the teachers' conference, I was telling her about this kid who'd been to Chile and still thought it was in Africa. And she tells me all the gory details of the receptionist's personal lives, and it's disgusting, but we knew everything about everything. It gets to be a habit. to listen and file things away.
Well, you'll have to check your filing systems again. Anne was an agent. FBI.
FBI?
I'm a police detective. Naturally, we would work together on a few things. I think we need to have a little chat.
We need a whole United Nations convention.
Oh, please, not that. Nothing will ever get done. A briefing will suffice.
At a police station?
Your house would be more discreet.
We can walk back to the cars.
And so as a police detective, I was naturally interested. So I said yes, tell me about this hacking. This happened last month, but it's totally different from the pipeline.
Coffee?
Yes, please. Lots of cream, no sugar.
You're disgusting.
They dumped so much information on me, you wouldn't believe it. You have to learn to work through the information they give you. And even with 8 years of experience in that, it took me almost a week. Anne's case had to do with NASA, and I said, well, this is a pickle. The rest is secret. You don't mind, do you?
No, that's fine.
And so I said, I'll see what I can do. Anne was always 2 steps ahead of me, after all.
Sounds like our first dance.
Well, it turns out the hacker had been paid by a foreign government to do the hack. Then doubled around on them and offered them to put the satellite back in course. For ransom, of course. NASA waffled. Space exploration doesn't get enough funding as it is. It's not like they have piles of cash lying around.
So they're just waiting for you to catch this hacker?
Well, they were waiting for your wife. I don't have files on who the hacker is. Anne hadn't turned them in. I believe she was looking for the reverse codes when the hacker had a shot. I'm sorry, Mr. Stevens. I've gotten into a habit of being matter-of-fact about shocking subjects. Police work tends to get that way. Would you like me to continue?
Spill the beans before I spill them on you.
From Mrs. Lamberty's description, the killer is a woman hired for the job, Becca Storm. She turned down a job from the CIA about 3 years ago. Some odd things happened in Las Vegas. There was no hard evidence against her, but up until now. But most pertinent is identifying the hacker himself, who hired Miss Storm.
Anything I can do?
Yes. Close your mouth while you're chewing. Well, here's something you can do. Anne did not have her briefcase with her when she died. It's likely somewhere in the house. If you could find it?
That's the first real problem you've mentioned. She must have 24 bags. She said she had some for every outfit, and I think she did.
That does complicate things. I hope you don't mind me being pushy, but would I be able to look over these briefcases your wife had and look for files marked confidential? They need to be turned over as soon as possible. You don't mind, do you?
No, that's fine.
Yes, this is he. Well, things are heating up. I have to get moving. I assume you won't be going anywhere today? Geology doesn't have summer classes, does it?
It's geography I teach, but no classes.
You'll be available most of the day then.
Should be.
If you find that briefcase, give me a call. And please, do not, under any circumstances, open the information inside. Do not, under any circumstances, tell anyone about it.
Silent as a tomb.
You're a bit more chipper than the situation calls for.
I always have been.
Good man. Here's my number. Call me if you should find anything.
Hello? Detective Hansen? Yeah, this is Rick Stevens. I found a briefcase. There's some files marked confidential and like an old floppy disk drive. Yeah, it says Philip Gleason, Black Diamond. Yeah, the whole case at the square. Yeah, I can be there in like 15 minutes. All right, bye.
Where'd he go? Hansen.
Hello, Mr. Stevens. Would you like to come with me?
You know that song? It's a Piam Piam Bablo. It's an Icelandic song. I think one of the scariest of all time. I can translate for you, but you're my guest.
I'd like to be your bomb below. What the heck are we waiting for?
If you don't know, it's none of your business. Here we go.
Whoa! No!
Fine.
Yeah, it says Philip Gleason, Black Diamond. Is it a Mr. Philip Gleason?
In a way, maybe. Doesn't really concern you.
I have personal reasons, sir. My wife was killed over this business. Hacking NASA satellites. I don't get it.
Sorry for your loss, Mr. Stevens. But it was not I. You can kindly send your complaints to, say, a Miss Rebecca Storm.
Is there, or is there not, a Mr. Philip Gleason involved?
Well, there'd be a Dr. Gleason. But you mentioned that, not me.
You must be well paid to afford this crummy place.
If you are, as to say, fishing for information, well, then the fish are dead, the river is dry, and if you look outside, it doesn't look like it's going to rain. I do not do it for the money.
I'd say you do it for the thrills.
You could say that. Thrills come from joy, yes, but they also come from terror.
So terror is your game. You seem like such a nice man. Wait, are you wearing chacos?
Ah, you noticed. Thank you very much.
It wasn't Dr. Gleason who killed my wife.
Dr. Gleason, he would not. He would, but he could not. You see, Dr. Gleason is a coward. Hiring Rebecca is a tool. You see, for us, time could be our tool. We could trap him with time.
You mentioned Becca Storm.
Some hired guns are good, but Miss Rebecca, she's the best. It's hard to lose her. We play cat and mouse game, but we are both the cats. And unfortunately, you are the mouse. Now, I don't know if she killed your wife. I wasn't there. But what I can tell you about Miss Rebecca is she is sneaky. Very sneaky.
So the lady can kill people and get away with it. No consequences. Bully for her, I guess, but that's a rotten way to make a living.
Better than a professor of high school geology.
Geography. Look, how does she fit into this racket? Where do you fit? Don't you guys do anything other than go around demanding briefcases at gunpoint? Look, I'm tired and I want to go home. I haven't slept in must be 18 hours.
When did you wake up this morning?
I didn't. I never really fell asleep. I dozed off for about an hour around 5 this morning.
You are a very sad man.
You would be too.
And so am I, in my own way. I have no personal grudge against you. You just keep the briefcase until the time has passed and we let you go. But we keep the briefcase.
Your buddy is here.
Buddy. Nelson. Yes, real friend. Wait here.
house? Horses? I thought you had a house here. Sorry guys, my eyesight's not the best. This is stupid! All stupid. Why? Why? Dear Rick, you're probably not reading this letter under the happiest of circumstances. I'm sorry that this happened. I love you too.
What do you want?
Nothing much, it's a beautiful morning.
Stay out of my shed.
Do you have a car nearby?
No.
You haven't seen anybody around here, besides me.
Mister, I just got here. I'm just fixing my barn. You ain't running from the law, are you?
Oh, no. I'd be perfectly happy if the law caught up with me.
Are you trying to be funny? Because I don't like funny
I wasn't.
people. Where have you been hiding?
Behind the shed.
Funny man.
What have we here?
What in tarnation? Are you in the cahoots?
No. The FBI. Jane Julianna Nelson. Are you Steven?
Oh, yeah, no, Rick Stevens.
Geology professor at the high school, right? I need to talk to this man.
Okay.
You sure can't disappear, Rick. Been trying to find you since yesterday morning, and just when I catch up with you, off you go again.
Beg your pardon, I'm not very used to all this.
Don't be offended. Everyone's so easily offended these days.
Well,
One person who won't be getting offended again, Mr. Agent. What's his name? What was his name, more like? He's dead. Can't remember. CIA was after him for a long time, but I got him. Turned that over to the police last night. They were all in an indignant muddle about the whole thing. Took us about 3 hours to get it straightened out. But that's all solved for right now, so you can stop running, at least for a while.
what about Dr. Gleason and Becca Storm?
Wait a minute, hang on. Who are these people? One, who's Dr. Gleason?
I don't know really. The Mr. Agent seemed to know who he was, or at least about him, but I don't know where he fits, though.
And Becca Storm?
She seems to have been hired to kill me. Detective Hansen said that she was...
Detective Hansen?
Yeah, the police detective. He said he was working with Anne.
Possible. I don't think I met him last night. We usually try to stay out of each other's way. Not so much as FBI and CIA. Don't go there. I was plunged into this when Anne's report stopped. I knew Mr. Agent. You must be quite the object of importance, Mr. Stevens.
Maybe, but I kind of suspect it's this.
Anne's briefcase. That figures. Confidential. These are all old. This is all old stuff. Sheesh, Anne, you're one disorganized woman. Pardon, Mr. Stevens. Black Diamond. Philip Gleason. That's a new one. Okay. Let's head back to my house. I think I have some stuff that can read this.
Yeah, but Nelson had already been there. Everything was gone. That's not my fault, Gleason, and you know it. I think he's still out there. If the police had the briefcase, you'd be up a creek already. And if I thought they did, I'd be back in Vegas by now. At Nelson's? Are you out of your mind? I don't know that into suicide. No, they still don't have the codes, do they? Then my plan could still work. No, you're stupid. It's not a threat. It's only an insult if it's not true. I'll go. Be better at another 1,000 and a plane ticket back home.
So, welcome to the Nelson household. Sorry for the mess. Kids are kids. So, floppy disk drive. Ancient stuff. I've never used them. The only places I can think of them using them is actually like the Air Force and the DoD and like old people and hipsters. I was thinking on the way, I have an iPad. Maybe I can use it, but for actually reading them, we might need some kind of weird cranky computer or something. What is this? Is this HD gigabytes? Megabytes. 1.4 megabytes. There's some serious downgrading to actually make this work. Well, do you need like food or something? You look like you've been through it.
It what?
Well, from the look of you, I would say the jaws of death and gates of hell.
That's the it I've been through.
Funny, I didn't know I'd picked up the light brigade.
More like the light-headed brigade.
Yes, I do too want to downgrade to OSX. Thank you very much. This may take a while. are you okay there? I gotta go look for something. Holler if you need something.
Okay.
Plug this in. It still works. Okay.
Is this mold?
Probably. Okay, that ought to do it, but it's gonna take a while. Do you want to sit on the porch and you can get caught up and everything?
Yes, I need to get caught up. I'm sitting in like cat barf or something.
We can switch if you want.
No, that's fine. So what do you know?
I actually know very little about this case. Anne and I lived fairly close together, so we collaborated a lot, but I only learned of this mission after her death.
What was her mission?
Nobody knows. She filed the information on that disk drive, I hope. It ought to have a lot more details on what she was doing, maybe even like where she was actually killed.
Wasn't downtown?
That strikes me on very unlikely. Something like that should have some witnesses, but it sounds like there really weren't any.
Not a soul.
The police turned the investigation entirely over to the FBI at our request, so we haven't really figured out that much beyond the Undertaker's report on the body. We never really got to examine it before she was buried, so we might not have found much anyway. Where'd you meet her?
We met at Walmart. I was getting socks, black socks, and she was at the jewelry counter getting I don't know what. And I asked her out right there.
And she said yes?
No, she slapped me.
Good girl.
Yeah. Turns out we went to the same church. We just never noticed each other before because she played the organ and she's the musical one. You should see her at our family's Christmas parties, cranking out carols, and I'm just... Yeah. Either way, yeah, I asked her out a bit more formally a couple weeks later, and then we were married in like 2 months.
Impressive.
What's your husband's name?
Darren.
Darren Nelson. Senior?
Well, yeah, there is a junior.
He's in my geography class.
My husband?
No, Darren Nelson Jr.
So you're the boring geography professor he's always talking about.
Yeah, that's me.
Holy mackerel.
What?
Holy mackerel.
Holy mackerel what?
This explains a lot.
What's the story?
Alright, so there's a biochemistry professor at the university back in town, Dr. Philip Gleason.
Our famous Mr. Gleason?
He's actually a hacker, though, and he managed to break into NASA's systems. He's hacked 3 satellites, and they're currently dangerously off course. He's holding for ransom the reverse codes that will put the satellites back on course, and he wants NASA to pay him.
Is that it?
Well, that foreign agent who kidnapped you?
Yeah?
He wanted the satellites to stay off course with possibly catastrophic results.
He said he was into terror.
I guess he was holding that suitcase with the information on Gleason, so Gleason would comply with his wishes. Well, we don't have to worry about him anymore, but we do have to worry about Gleason. If we don't get those codes, the satellites could do who knows what, even take down the space station.
Holy mackerel.
Exactly. It looks like Anne's last plan was to break into Glayson's lab and find those codes. That's probably why she was shot.
By who?
This says that Glayson hired a killer. Rebecca Storm? She's taken a, like...
You might get to meet her soon.
Blast!
I'll make a distraction.
Really? You don't have to do this.
Actually, I do.
Okay. Here's my number. If you live, give me a call. Let me know.
Thanks.
I'll distract her with the case while you head straight to the lab.
Nothing helped you, Rick Stevens.
Why me?
What's up, boy?
I need to get to town.
Oh, what happened?
Somebody shot me.
Whoa, you need a doctor.
You certainly could say that.
Well, hop in.
Thanks.
Want to go to the ER, bro?
Sure, bro. Who's that?
That's my girlfriend.
Can I see that phone? Can I see that, mademoiselle?
Detective Hansen? Rick Stevens?
Yes. I have good news and bad news.
Good news, huh?
Well, I still have the briefcase. I got captured by some crazy foreign agent last night.
Yes, I followed you that far. Turns out he was sent by the Czechoslovakian government to find out about this NASA racket.
Yeah, I knew most of that. I didn't know he was from Czechoslovakia, though.
Did you learn more?
Well, I was found by another FBI agent, Jane Julianna Nelson. She was able to open that floppy disk drive when I found out about Philip Gleason. It turned out that he teaches biochemistry at the university in town and he hacked a few satellites. He's holding the codes to put the satellites back on course for ransom. I guess he knew most of that.
Oh, really?
Nelson should almost be to town by now. She's coming to Gleason's lab.
Well, that's good news. Tell you what, I'm going to go to the lab and meet Nelson there.
Sounds good.
What's the bad news? Sounds like something's up.
Well, I've been shot and I'm on my way to the ER.
My.
It'll be alright. Thanks for the help.
Glad to be of service. Good luck with that wound.
Alright. Bye.
Who shot you, Putin?
Czechoslovakia.
You must be an important dude. Who are you calling, the president?
Quiet. Nelson, pick up. Take me to the university.
Dude, I'm a student there. They don't have any doctors.
I need to see Dr. Philip Gleason, biochemistry department.
Dude, your biochemistry is leaking out all over my back seat.
Just do as I say, okay?
You're gonna get an infection.
You're gonna get a lot worse if you don't do it. Please, come on, man.
Alright, but your blood's not on my hands. I don't have a parking pass here, so you're just gonna have to get out.
No problem. Thanks. Wait. Do you know where Dr. Gleason's lab might be?
Biochem. The Greg Hall.
Where's that?
That way.
Thanks.
Good luck with the blood.
What the heck, man? Are you okay?
I'm so sorry. I am so sorry.
Are you okay? Oh my gosh, what just happened?
Do you women know where McGregor Hall is?
Yeah, it's like that way. And there's this like silo thing on the outside of it. It's made of bricks.
Thank you. Bye.
He's bleeding. He's bleeding. Do you need help? Bleeding.
No.
Mr. Stevens. Well, I thought you were going to the hospital.
So did I, but I had to change my plans.
But why?
I think Nelson ran into trouble or a deer. I don't know, but either way, she's not here and she shouldn't.
You're right. I wonder where that woman is.
Did you get the codes?
Well, yes, I think so. I'm downloading them to the drive here. Just about done.
What did you just do?
I deleted the files from the computer. We don't want them falling in the wrong hands. Now, what should we do with this drive?
Give it to me.
What? You're just a geology teacher. I'd better take it to the police station myself. What's this?
Would it interest you, Dr. Philip Gleason, to know that I'm pointing a gun directly at you through this code?
That is interesting. I'm not Gleason. Loss of blood must have caused your little brain to malfunction.
Actually, you are Gleason. I did a little bit of Googling on the way here on the university's website. They do have pictures. That was a stupid cover. And Czechoslovakia hasn't existed since 1993.
Why are you still alive?
That creepy chick isn't the best shot.
You're right. It's not the first time she failed.
Don't bother me with her history. Give me those codes.
But her past might be of actual interest to you. You see, she's the one who shot your wife.
And you're the one who told her to, you biochemical slime?
I've never heard that insult before. I congratulate you.
You can do that in jail.
Oh, I'm not going to jail.
Well, maybe you aren't if I get a chance to get you first.
Wait a minute. I have something to show you.
That is utterly irrelevant to the present situation. Look, come down here or I'm coming up.
Then come up.
What do you want to do? Chat about kidnapping people or pulling wings off flies or something pleasant like that?
Actually, no. It's more reasonable than that. I want to get you out of the way.
Look, I'm the one with the bargaining power here.
I have something to show you. We may have a deal.
I don't make deals.
You will. Come up and see. Stop there, Stevens.
Anne.
I've got a knife to her back. Give me your gun. You are inventive. You're alive. Sorry to have kept you in the dark for so long. You see, after my assassin shot Anne, she didn't die. It seemed that she may come in handy as leverage, either with the FBI or with meddlesome relatives. And I need that leverage now. Give me the briefcase. No one else needs to see that information. Give it to me, and I'll let Anne go. And if either of you ever breathe a word about this, I'll make sure you both die.
Do whatever you want. Kill the world, just don't hurt me again.
Thank you. And by the way, I got a call before you arrived. From Becca Storm. You see, she caught up with Nelson.
How did you do it? Faking Anne's death?
It's simple. We made a wax model of her body, bribed an undertaker, and I'm inventive.
I know. It's your shoulder.
How are you not dead?
As you said, sometimes she's a bad shot, but I don't feel the best.
This whole situation is not the bee's knees.
You look better without your glasses.
Everything looks a lot worse from my end. That was very dumb.
I know. We've got to stop him.
Look what he said, he'd kill you.
He's tried that before.
Look, Anne, I don't want you to die.
I took this job at the FBI 6 years ago. I wanted to prevent something like this from happening. If we don't get those codes, someone may die, and that will be on me, Rick.
I don't know.
Rick, I don't like lying to you, but now that I don't need to anymore, I'm asking you to help me catch Blayson.
Okay.
Good job, Mr. Spy.
Don't call me that. I'm not planning on making a career out of this. That one's locked. Check for the door.
Looks like this one's open.
Really?
Looks like it.
Just a second, stop here. He might be waiting around the corner for us or something, so let me just go see.
See?
Let me go check.
Blayson's car.
What do we do?
I have a car over there.
You have a car?
Yeah.
Don't go far, I can't see. I'll drive. You drive. Modern country? Really?
I didn't know that you'd be riding in the car. There he is.
the old bridge by Manly.
What are you doing? Are there machine guns or something? What kind of spy car is this?
Hyundai Elantra.
That's very disappointing. Do you have a phone?
They took that after they shot me.
Blast. It seems like the police might want to know about this. Can't you speed or something and get their attention?
There aren't any around right now. They're eating their afternoon donuts.
Isn't that just our luck?
Give me the gun. Rick, he has a gun! Oh! Get back!
Where are you?
Are you alright?
I'm dizzy.
Just hang in there, you're losing a lot of blood.
Get down, Stevens, get down! Hi, Becca.
Hold it there, Gleason. Drop the gun. Where are those codes, Gleason?
Well, you'll never find them.
Where I can't find him, huh? You should make better plans, buddy. I ran into a deer on the way, but this fine young lady offered me a ride. She also made a couple calls for me. Give me the case. I'll call the hospital. Here are the codes. Take them to the police station. They'll know what to do.